First and foremost, I would like to start off by saying that not only am I honored to be speaking today, but being able to see Lincoln celebrate its 5th annual Pride Festival. I won't make this speech too long, but I will touch on a few things. Growing up in a small town such as Lincoln, I would have never thought I'd see the day when there would be a Pride Festival held here. Also growing up here in Lincoln, it has its ups and downs, especially being an out gay black man, which truthfully you didn't see a lot. I always knew that I was going to be different, outgoing, funny, loving, caring, outlandish, outspoken, and most of all, just a very sassy child. I came out when I was 14 years old. I have to say, thank you. I have to say that coming out wasn't really the part that I was worried about. It was the backlash, the cruel comments, and the stares, and all the other things that my friends and family would go through as well. I knew that it was going to be a long road ahead of me, ups and downs, bumps and bruises, good times and bad times, highs and lows. But through it all, I was willing to take it. When I came out to my friends and family, a lot of them said, and I quote, "We already knew, we was just waiting on you to confirm." Clock and tick. I was often asked what your relationship like was between you and your mom. I got that question a lot because my mother was very open and still is open about the religion that she is. Yes, my mother was and still is a Jehovah's Witness. At first, my mother was confused, worried, and scared because her baby boy was walking, marching, and stomping to the beat of a different drum. But with the help of my father, my auntie, my uncle, my grandma, my extended friends and family, they told her that it was going to get better. And what she didn't know at the time was how much support I truly had. Look at me now, Mom. Thanks to the blood, sweat, tears, and all the heartache, you are a phenomenal woman. Who through it all did one hell of a job of raising a phenomenal man. I love you, Mom. Running track, teaching the pom squad, helping out with the cheerleading team, dancing in talent shows at the county fair, dancing in talent shows at the school. I always remembered all the love and support that I was shown every year. Going through high school wasn't a horrible time for me. It had its moments for sure, of some name calling and cruel comments. However though, all of that stopped real quickly because the people that were in my corner, such as my friends and family, let them know that if you're picking on Justin, you're picking on us. The appreciation of coming to my defense, the love and the support of my friends and my family doesn't go unnoticed, and I'm thankful for it every day. My friends and family, through it all, told me that they loved me and that they would support me. I've been very blessed to have such a huge support system. I want to give a huge love and thanks to my mother, who has been my biggest rock through it all. And also my loving grandma, who I know that if she was standing out here in the audience now, y'all would be hearing her say, "That's my baby, go ahead, grandma loves you." After graduation, growing up in my 20s and trying to figure out who I was as a person, I went through various of emotions: happy, sad, confused, angry, and even some heartbreak. Dealing with anxiety and depression was something very new to me, and I didn't know how to face it. And I didn't face it head on until I was about 26 years old. I thought something was truly wrong with me, and I didn't want to face it. So I turned to drugs and alcohol. But let me be real clear, real quick and fast, before y'all get to assuming anything. It was never no crack, it was never no meth, it was none of it. It was just a pill or two and lots of drinking. But now I can stand here today and say that I've been 7 years sober of not smoking any weed, and 7 years sober of not popping a pill. I still like my cocktails and my shots, but I do it in a moderate pace. I remember I was sitting at my mother's house, and she turned the TV down and said, "Son, I want to talk to you." I was like, "Oh Lord, I haven't been in trouble in a while. Oh Lord, she gonna whoop me. She may punch me in the face. I don't know what I did. What's going on?" She looked at me and said, "Son, I want to truly apologize to you for any of the harsh comments I've made in the past up till now. I love you. You are my son, and nothing will change that. A moment that I will cherish and be grateful for the rest of my life." Being black, gay, unapologetic, and a man was something that this town was not used to. The things that I've done, the things that I've said while living in Lincoln, defending myself, and doing what it is that I believed in, I stand 10 toes down on what I meant. I stand here and I say, I hope that me being who I was and who I am has opened the door and made a way for another little boy or girl to open up to their parents and speak comfortably and freely about their sexuality. People, gay, straight, male, female, have came up to me and said things to me such as, "You're a trailblazer, a risk taker, a rule breaker, somebody that we could look up to, influential, unapologetic, stands on what he means." And it's weird for me to hear them things. And also, a friend of mine once told me multiple times that if it wasn't for me being who I was, that her transgender child would not have been able to walk down Grand March. It's crazy to hear things like that because I was just being me, unapologetically, and I didn't know any other way to be. So with all that being said, I would like to thank all of my friends and my family for the support and love you have shown me throughout all of the years. And I also want to thank Logan County's Pride Committee and the vendors for going 5 years strong and putting on this event. Thank you.